Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, the series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is the Netflix Witcher Geralt of Rivia. It's part of the 2-pack that came with Ciri and it was limited to 9,900 pieces. So not really an overly rare limitation, but from the 2-pack, I figured I'll do Geralt this week, I'll do Ciri next week, and yeah, I just figured that's the easiest way of doing it. Now, ages ago I did stuff from like the video game Geralt, so the major difference between them is, of course, this is the Netflix series one, it's meant to look like Henry Cavill, and while that other one came with the scabbard for the sword, this one does not, which is very weird. The Ciri figure does have one, but this Geralt figure does not. He just comes with his, I'm assuming it's the silver sword, and that you can probably see that the blade is a little bent. That's sort of unfortunate, but, you know, such is the way of things. Good size figure, quite nice articulation and stuff. I'll just bring him up close here. So he's got a nice, it's not quite Henry Cavill face, but it's close to Henry Cavill face. You do get articulation, but that little bit of hair there does sort of get in the way, although it is kind of parted in a way that allows him to do the full sort of, you know, a 90-degree angle for both sides, or pretty much 90 degrees, you know, on that, and it's you know, soft. It's not like a hard one. So you can see his little sword there. Take the sword out. You see that it's still got the smiley face look thing. Not really a hell of a lot of detail in this. Like the game one had more detail on like the was it like the pommel, the handle. There is probably very hard to pick up, but there are like runes on the blade, which is very nice, both sides. But you'd probably need to, I don't know, like black wash it maybe, to actually get them to stand out a bit more. Yeah. So it's kind of a weird, you know, back end of that. It's sort of as if he was meant to have it mount onto his back or something, but it doesn't. But yeah, no scabbard. Nicely detailed chest and stuff though, so like not soft goods, but like soft rubber for his like the vest part of the coat. Articulation at the arms, you can see what kind of joint that is there. That top of the bicep part, double hinge for the elbow there, rotatable hand. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't have the flexi thing, but it is actually quite a nice gauntlet. The gauntlet's also sort of soft feeling, so you know that's kind of good actually, because it's not so rigid. Full split to the legs, get that up. The top of the thigh has a rotation there, typical for Mcfarlane stuff. Tight double knee joint there. Articulation at the foot, articulation at the toe. So, you know, he does have a good range of articulation. It's really, really nicely molded, like leather pants though. And the boots are quite nice too. It's sort of unfortunate that it's all in the black, because, you know, like, it doesn't really help the details of it stand out, and it does have the details. He does have the Witcher medallion, but that doesn't move or anything. Yeah, so I think there's not really any up or down movement on the head, it's just to the sides. And that he can hold his sword. I think he can hold it in either hand, really. I think I had it in I can't remember what hand I had it in originally. Yeah, sorry. I think he will hold it, but it's just sort of really flexy and that. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I mean, he holds it, but I don't think that hand is really the best hand for it. It seems like this hand is more moulded for his sword and holding it properly, which is probably pretty good. You know, nice buckle there on the belt. Now, I figured with this one, I haven't taken the stands out. You do get stands with them. You do get the two circular stands, as per usual for these kind of figures, but you also get like a nice sort of Geralt of Rivia card there. There's his stand underneath there, other stand and Ciri, but you can see Ciri next week. Nice sort of background, really. If I just pull them out of the way, you can sort of see that there's the wolf symbol, and then I'm guessing it's a symbol there for Ciri as well, which I want to say is like a bird, maybe sparrow or something. Don't entirely know. But the other thing you get with this is like a trophy sort of thing, and this also works as a stand. So there is a foot peg here, and there is a foot peg up here, a little hole there that you can put the sword through if you really want to. So, you know, you can stab it in there if you want. Perhaps getting his other foot up here, there's a pinhole there. So, you know, not that that's really how you'd want to pose him, but you could pose him with the sword in there. Ciri's sword will also fit in there. So, you know, he does have nice articulation and stuff in order to, you know, to work with it. You also get like fully molded rope. Like, I'm actually quite surprised at the detailing on that rope. And then this sort of feels like a, I don't know what they call it. Like, when I was a kid, we would have called it like a hessian. But it might also be like burlap. It feels like material that would be a sack. It's not actually material, it just looks like the material. It's all plastic. It's actually quite a thin plastic, which I'm quite sort of surprised at, but you can sort of see that detail underneath. And I don't know if you'd be able to make a mould out of that. Like, if you put something in it, it's not going to be as detailed, but you do get to, you know, really nice gory backside of it. Honestly, don't know what the hell the monster is meant to be. I haven't watched all of the Witcher. I think I have watched at least one season. It might have been 2 seasons, but whatever the last season is with Henry Cavill, I haven't watched that because, you know, I didn't like the changes and all that. But a very cool base thing too. Figured I'd cover it in this one instead of Ciri's. So yeah, all around, he's actually a very neat looking figure. Of course, you know, a standard thing for Mcfarlane figures does not particularly have a great ability to stand. You know, the balance of it is a bit weird. Does stand on its own if you get it into that right spot, but it's finding the spot to make it work, unfortunately. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.